Okay guys, it is just hit 7 o'clock in the morning. Now, this big trailer behind me that you can see that's full of ladders, Tom bought them to resell, has sold them for a hefty profit, and has charged a hefty delivery fee to take them down to Melbourne. So I've decided to tag along. We're going to go down for Melbourne for a night. We're going to catch up with a couple of other resellers while we're there and do some thrifting. We're going to have like 2 days of basically having a little bit fun. Oh, he's telling me to hurry up. Did you just tell me to hurry up?
Yes.
Morning, Tom.
Morning.
You ready? You excited? You don't look very excited.
Yeah,
We gotta go.
On the road again.
On the road again. Okay, I need a toilet stop, guys. This is what an Australian truck stop toilet looks like. Water, not suitable. No, these kind of toilets, guys. I don't really want to show you, but there's just like a hole in the ground. We've got like a little bush sink here. They're called like a composting toilet. I didn't see any in America, but like they're actually disgusting. There's no water in them. You can't flush anything. It's just like you lift the seat up. There's a big hole in the ground full of everyone's business. It's lovely. Okay, Tom and I have stopped in Albury-Wodonga and we're a few hours into our trip. We're going to get some coffee here and stuff, but there's a secondhand shop, so we're going to go in and have a look. I'm on a buying ban. So I am only buying something that is very high end. Otherwise it would not be coming home with me. 50 cents each, Tom. No, Pete Evans does not meet the metrics.
Oh, what about Bill's Food?
Bill's Food does not meet the metrics anymore. I did just sell a few of Bill's Food, but bundled up. But yeah, no, that doesn't meet the metrics.
That's my metrics.
No, it doesn't. That's no. Look up those. Look up the golden encyclopedias. I'm going to look them up. Yeah. These are all right. What are they? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then I saw some more up here. There's 12 and 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think they're worth it. I think they'd be good. Guys, I failed. Okay, so this is going to cost me $10. I reckon I can sell them for 60 plus post. I mean, I can't walk away from the money, can I? I really didn't want to buy, but that fits the metrics. That fits the metrics. Seriously, you're not going to buy that Pete Evans book, are you? No, that is low. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back. That's rubbish.
That's a bargain.
It's rubbish. That is a bad buy. It is.
Almost done.
Look at this. Dirty cover. Oh, this is a really good book. Let me have a look. Oh, it's got water damage. Too much damage in that one, guys. You can see it. It's a real shame because that book, these medical medium ones, especially the hardcover ones, they sell really well for me, but I've got this in my personal collection, but I'm not buying it with that. Okay, so he just charged me $5 for the books. So I ended up with 23 books for $5 because he counted it as a basket of books was $5. So I got 23. Nice. I think of this. So this book on top here, I don't know if you can see it. Can you hold it up to the camera, Tom? Okay, so that book should get me about around $25 to $29, including the post. The other one on top is just a cheap cookbook. It's one that I sell on repeat, but for that price, 50, even if it was 50 cents, even if it's a cheaper book, it's an easy one for me because I've got so many of them in my store as it is. It's just basically a restock. And this other book set here, I should get about $70, including the post for those. So I want to clarify, because I know I'm on a bit of a book buying ban, but if I'm in the location, it's silly to not buy the books that fit the metrics. But I've got new metrics now. They have to make me more profit. I want more profit than like the $5 profits. So all of those books, I think, except for the one that's like a basic restock in my store, which is fine because a basic restock book still fits my metrics if I get it at the right price. So that's okay for me to buy because it's a restock. Tom's jealous because I got the $5 deal. Suck in, Tom. Must be the pink tracksuit.
Yeah, I'm sure that was it.
Okay, Tom tells me, here's our trailer. Tom tells me we've got 3 minutes in this store. Is it open? Yep. Oh, please use other door. Look at him storming ahead. Like he's so... Oh, come on, come on. This is what he does. He doesn't want me to come in and get the deals before him, so he storms ahead. Oh, now he's opening the door. Thanks, Tom. $2. Oh, here's the books. Okay, so this one is sold for $26.95. So this book's only $1. So that's going to fit my metrics today. I'm taking it. So this book here has sold for $25 and it's only 50 cents. It's got a 50-cent sticker on the back, I think. Let me just check. 50 cents. Yep. 50 cents to 25. Thank you. These Catherine Cookson in the hardcover books. I have sold these before in lots of about 4. We're selling for around the $50 mark. I need to price comp them to see if that's still the price that they're going for. But they were really good sellers for me. They're hard to find, and I'm going to look those up. And I've put them in the basket because I'm expecting them to be a yes. Why is it when you don't want to buy anything? The good stuff is in the store. I can't say no to that stuff. Oh my goodness. I think it's okay. I need to check with tech. I think it's okay for me to buy, providing it fits the new metrics of my business and I'm not buying all the cheap bread and butter. I think it fits. Am I doing it right, tech, or am I just meant to be punished am I just meant to like not buy at all? I'm a little bit confused. Besides lunch, coffee and a toilet stop, what's the next destination? Is it the delivery of the ladders, the next spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
My name's Mel. I'm being selective.
I was being selective. I didn't buy the cheap bread and butter. I've got an internal dilemma here. Whereas I know that I shouldn't be buying any more books, but like it seems, I don't know. Like what is the right answer? I've got too many books. I shouldn't be buying any more books.
If it's priced correctly and you can sell it for a good profit, you should buy it because that's the business you're in. It's that simple. You need to process properly and quicker. That's it. The issue is not buying, the issue is with processing. Alright? So like Tech said, do the punishment. Do the work. That's it.
But what do I do in the meantime? Like, am I meant to just totally stop buying or still?
Of course not. If you're buying it at the right price and it's good and you can sell it at a profit, you have to buy it.
But not the bread and butter.
You buy the good stuff that meets the metrics. If you can sell it at a good profit margin and it makes sense, it's a business decision, you have to buy it. But that doesn't mean you go into the store and buy everything. Like
I didn't.
You just did.
I did not just go and buy everything.
You just bought everything.
I bought the Catherine Cookson collection because I knew
We've
that
been
was
to
worth
3
money.
op shops and the vehicle's already full.
It is not. I bought a few select cookbooks.
A few.
Yes, a few. There was plenty of other bread and butter
Tom,
there.
I'm going to need your basket. Why, Mel? Because I'm buying the whole shop.
I bought the Catherine Cookson. As soon as I saw them sitting on the shelf, I knew if they were priced right, they would sell. They're very good sellers, those Catherine Cookson collection in the hardcovers. You're just jealous because you didn't know that they were a good seller. You didn't know that off eye, and you were standing there for 10 minutes before I was, and you missed them.
We don't sell mediocre items.
Oh, mediocre. You who just was looking at Pete Evans and had to be told that was a bad buy and to put it back.
How can you say that? That's a horrible thing to say about Pete Evans.
We've come to get some petrol. Petrol and McDonald's.
Nom noms.
Quarter pounder for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can't decide. I think I want a McChicken. Spicy McChicken.
That's not like you to not be able to decide what you want to eat.
Is this where I get out and go to the toilet?
Yeah.
McDonald's. Kentucky Fried Chicken in it. Where do I go up? Is this the door? This is so bizarre to film, but in America, the toilets, the water comes right up to the top. So in Australia, our water sits right at the bottom, and then we like flush, and then it flushes down, and then all the water goes back down to the bottom. And we also have like a full flush and a half flush, whereas the Americans just have like a full flush on the side. There you go. I'm sure that was fascinating for most.
Meters, speed limit 80, speed camera 50 meters, speed limit 80.
Okay, so we've arrived in Melbourne. It's pretty cool. I've never actually driven to Melbourne. In all my years, I've never driven to Melbourne. And so it's not a bad drive. It took us about 7.5 hours, maybe 8 hours with a stop for lunch and some petrol. We've just dropped, Tom dropped off the ladders that we had to deliver. And then we've come about 20 minutes further over to John the reseller's house. So we've just popped in to see him quickly. Tom wanted to get rid of the trailer off his car so he didn't have to drive around it. So we've left that at John's house. We're just about to check into a hotel, which I think is not... I'm just waiting in the car now as Tom does it. I think it's more of a bed and breakfast that he's booked, not a hotel. I don't know. It's like an old manor house or something.
On the road again.
Morning, guys. Okay, so as Tom just said, we're on the road again. So last night when we arrived here, we met John the reseller and his wife, Jenny, and his kids. We went to dinner at their house. We had Malaysian. It was delicious.
It was delicious.
I've never had Malaysian. Have you? I've always had like Chinese, Asian, Vietnamese, but I don't think I've ever had Malaysian.
No, it was delicious though.
Yeah.
Those desserts were something else. That jam.
The Malaysian desserts were kind of, I don't even know how to explain it. They were kind of like a very starchy, almost like gluggy rice kind of. They were odd. Anyway, we're about to go meet John for breakfast. Apparently he's organised us to have breakfast at a pie shop because he knows that Tom and I normally eat pies.
It's a bakery.
Oh, it's a bakery.
He says they've got the best
Okay,
pies.
it's a bakery. We're meeting at a bakery for breakfast because he knows we like pies. He wanted to rival our pies.
Yeah, good luck.
So we're going to have pies, and then we're going off to do some thrifting today. We've got about 6 stores lined up. Tom and I have to leave this afternoon about 4 p.m. It's about 9 a.m. now, so we've got kind of like all day to go do some thrifting, and then we're on the road back home. This is a short, quick, sweet trip here to Melbourne. There's the bakery. Tom's just restacking the car because he bought so many books yesterday.
How can you say that? So I made it look around the corner away from New South Wales. I made this around the corner away from New South Wales, which I was just one of the best bakeries in Victoria, so we're looking forward to that.
Nice. Oh, well. Okay, Tom got steak and onion.
You want my happy face?
What's yours? Steak and mushroom.
Steak and mushroom.
Mine is pepper steak, because I always get pepper steak when Tom and I get pies, so this is going to be a good comparison. For the Americans, this is how our sauce packets come, and this is what we do.
Not bad, apparently. Not bad.
This is how we eat a meat pie.
It's their thing with pastry.
Danishes?
No,
Oh, that's...
the Americans, they eat pretzels.
Oh!
They have really big pretzels as their like pastry. Guys, this is what a pie looks like. It's full of like a minced meat.
Like in Sweeney Todd. Except not human meat.
It's really good.
It is good.
Yeah, it's really good.
What's this one?
Oh yeah.
Custard, raspberry.
Oh, yeah.
I've got
Hold on, can you photo-
custard and
Are
blueberry.
you videoing or photoing?
Videoing.
Alright, cool. Wait, you want to say it on camera?
We live in a bakery.
Hold on. Slow down, man. Slow down.
As he eats a bakery, as he's repping the favourite. This is his favorite. This is the local cafe, and he's such a regular. They gave him a hoodie.
To be fair,
Okay.
this is a cafe. not a
Cafe.
bakery.
Okay,
There
it's a
is
cafe,
difference.
but
This
you-
is amazing.
You're the best customer that you get given
What do you
hoodies.
have to say about my recommendation of bakery?
We come from a bakery area
Yep.
on the highway.
Yep.
And this place puts all our bakeries to shame. This is really, really good. The service is great. The prices are really good. The quality is amazing. You can see everyone
This bakery!
making stuff in the background there, and it's just incredible. I'm jealous we don't have one of these, and I wish I lived across the road.
No, you
I'd be
don't.
a lot fatter than what I am currently. Oh yeah.
Yes!
Look at the price.
How much is it? Oh, $5. So we do not buy that for $5. $35, guys. Tom's running. He wants to beat us to the salvos or wherever it is. Okay, so that was pretty expensive, that minis. They were like
Was it expensive?
$46 on the books. One of the books was $35. Okay, this is the first Savers I've ever been in, guys. Pretty sure Tom missed the entrance. Okay. Oh, this looks like more like one of the Goodwills in America. Interesting. Pretty sure Tom missed it, which is so funny since he stormed ahead of us. Tom went past the door.
Hey, I think he's going to sell this first.
He's going to come in. Oh, he's going to Salvos first. I see. Okay. Wow, look at all the books here. This is crazy. Wow. This is a nice looking book, but $6. I'm still going to run the comps on that one, but... Okay guys, so this is a good example. Okay, so this is a nice looking book, and I'll just run the comps, and you can see here there's quite a lot listed: $30, $35, 25 plus posts. Like you can see there's quite a few listed, but when you go to the solds, I'm just going to show you here. You go to the solds, there's none. Right, so that's not a book that I'm going to buy. If there's already like half a dozen of them listed, they're listed at a reasonable price and there's none sold, to me that tells me that's a book with a low sell-through rate and I'm not going to buy it. So I'm seeing this one down here, right, Berlin. Okay, so what these 6 softcover books in the case are sold for 75 plus 13 post. So they've taken an offer on that. It's 105. We definitely want to see how much this is. Yep, I'll be taking that. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's great. Look, the 6 books there have sold for 105. Yeah, this is like a, hold on, this one here in the box. Yeah, $89. I'm taking that. Peter Fitzgibbons, that'll sell for $22 every day. But $5, I don't really want to pay $5 for that. These Thea Stiltons, they can, and they're Geronimo Stiltons, these can be worth a lot of money, especially if you bundle. Oh, there's so many, like this is a really good set here. The Cherub, you can get like a whole lot of those. Very good set, but too much, $3 a book. Because you need to bundle these books. This is another one that sells well. Pretty Little Liars. Not for $3 a book. There's a lot of good sets down here. This one. This is another really good set if you can find it, but that's just too much to buy as a bundle. I've never seen self scanners though in a thrift shop.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yes, way of the future.
I need a box.
This were my best find of the day.
Oh,
Oh.
ooh, that's nice.
You know it?
Yeah, well, I haven't sold that one, but I know we sold a full collection for like 80 or 100
Yeah,
bucks.
it should be about $100 for this.
How much was that? $8.
$12.99.
Oh, worth
So it's
it.
a little bit expensive, but it's like immaculate. In fact, it doesn't even look opened. It's like immaculate.
That's a good buy for $6, is it?
I'll get 40 for that.
$40 for the 4 of them, selling
Really?
individually. Or?
Individually.
Yeah, right.
Oh, guys, look at that. $6.
They're not even in
into
really.
40.
They're not in. I mean, they're complete. Oh, I suppose they're complete. That
Now
looks
the
like.
wheels are in good condition. That's the big one. If the wheels are if the paint's amazing but the wheels are shit, doesn't go. But if the
Okay.
wheels are good, people will the collectors of these ones actually repaint them and fix them all up.
Cracks windscreen, missing lights.
Yep.
Really?
So, what is it?
Learning.
A vintage matchbox?
Huh?
Vintage matchbox?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
So if it's the new stuff in that condition, nah. The vintage stuff does move.
So are
Like
you
even
looking for Matchbox made in England, or what are you looking for?
England, Macau, not
Leslie.
China, not Thailand. So like these two, this is like $6, right? This one will go for 10 to someone who's gonna restore this, and then that's gonna go for about 10, 15, and that's about 10, 15 as well.
Yeah, right.
With plus postage?
Yes, plus postage, and international sometimes.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay guys, the 3 gollywogs. Now this is an original Enid Blyden and this would be good, except this is a Vero waiting to happen on eBay, because obviously gollywogs now are classed as racism. So even though there might be some of these listed on eBay, probably being really good money on eBay, I'm not going to buy it. Look how much you've bought. A whole trolley load. So we just done savers. That was our second savers. I really like the savers. They got large selections of books. Little bit on the pricey side, but you can I still just got like a quite more than I should have. I did just buy quite a lot of books, but they did fit the metrics. I know. This is bad. I need to just not go thrifting, except this is a special occasion because we're here in Melbourne for the day with John and Jody.
It's like not buying souvenirs when you go on a tourist trip, right? You got to buy souvenirs when you go on holidays.
When I went to America, I only bought I think 2 souvenirs. I was really careful not to spend my money and buy souvenirs, but oh, it's so hard not buying. But when I'm at home, I'm not just going to go to the thrift shop. Like, I'm not just going to pop in there while I've got all this inventory. But today's like a special treat, so it would be silly to be out here buying. No, it would be silly to be out here shopping if I know that those books make me money. I've just got to make sure I go home, like Tom says, process them, and get them listed.
And the next time you sell one of these books, it's just a reminder of your Melbourne trip, because you don't come here often, and this is like your first proper trip to Melbourne where you've actually been around, had the best pies in the world apparently, and so the next time you sell one of those books, hopefully in the next month, because they're a quick sell through, you'll remember Melbourne, and it's just a constant reminder of Melbourne.
Yeah, it's a let's say it's a manifestation to be able to come back to Melbourne, because I need to come back here and have longer, not just one night and a few hours. I need to come back here for a few days. There's lots of Melbourne resellers that I actually want to meet and catch up with, but this trip wasn't really the one for it, so next time.
Hey Mel, Tom is doing us a kindness by not saying anything.
Tom's biting his tongue.
He's calling absolute idiots.
He's biting his tongue.
With silence.
I'll have to fly up next time. I'll have to fly up so I can come a few days earlier, because Tom will only take one night off his business. So I'll fly up a few days earlier, then Tom can come up on the Friday and we'll drive home on the Sunday. That sounds great, doesn't it, Tom?
In your head.
In my head. Okay, flipping into another Salvos here. Orange tags, 50% off. Sorry.
So it actually means come on.
Yeah, that's what I said, come
There
on.
you go.
Oh, how much are these?
Wait, did you get it on camera? Me yelling at Tom. Explain to this Asian guy what it's gonna be.
$5.
No, these are all $1.
Are they? How do you know?
So, because
Do these Marie Claire books do well?
That's a slow seller, that one. And it's big and it's heavy. It needs a large mailer, so I don't pick that. I don't pick that one up anymore. Are these $1?
I thought they were, but I don't think so.
Howdy, y'all.
It's better than my first effort.
That was a. I felt that go through my body.
Do you need to wash your hair now? This is one of my least favourite authors to sell. I find her very slow, low prices. I do not buy. Patricia Cornwell. Okay, we're at it. Why are you getting a trolley? We do not have room. It's going to rain. No more buying.
Mel, can you record me doing something?
Yeah, go. Okay, so this is an interesting one. It's nature play activities for kids. This one's comping sold for $39.99, and there's a second one under it, slightly different. Hopefully comps for the same price. Okay, we've got the Alcoholics Anonymous here, second Australian edition. That should sell for around $30. We'll just say that if you can find the original, like first edition Alcoholics Anonymous, it's worth so much money. So I always look for Alcoholics Anonymous. These two books, she's on the money. Two of them together should be able to be bundled for around about $40, and they're $3 each. I so want to bite, but I don't want a whole one.
No, what sucks for you?
Can I have a bite?
No, you can't. Get away.
I share mine with you always.
Oh, get there.
Okay, we're going now. Thanks so much to John, who had us here for dinner last night. Went thrifting with us and took us everywhere today. We love you, John.
We had fun.
Everyone subscribe. John the Reseller. He's a lot of fun.
Come back again. Come to Melbourne.
We're coming back.
Oh, we will be back. You're not getting rid of us that easily.
We're, we're coming back. Hear that?
Come back and we'll get more people. Give us more notice.
I know, we didn't have, this was a very whirlwind trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two people turn up, so that's pretty cool.
We're done.
It's fun.
Done. It's good.
Thank
Bye.
you very much.
Off you go. I have childcare to go to.
Yeah. See you later. Bye.
Bye.